Hi ladies, it's Karen, and I have a little bit of a project to share and a little bit of a haul to share. So the first thing is, this past week I've had, I guess I've lost my mojo a little bit. You know, you ever go through those periods where you want to do something, you don't know what to do, and then, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I was at Target and, you know, poking around the dollar bin like I do, and I saw these pencil cases. Now, we've all seen these pencil cases before. They're like the plastic ones, sort of, and it unsnaps like that, and it slides out, you know. Well, I saw this one, and then I saw the white one, and to me, this looked like a blank canvas. So I picked up a couple of these thinking I would try to alter it, even though it's that kind of vinyl type plastic material. I wasn't sure how it would work out, so I made a prototype. What I made, I would totally do differently. You know, I'm going to do it totally differently with this one and with this one. But I'll share this prototype with you. So this is what I did. I made it, you know, shabby chic. You know, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. I made it sort of shabby chic. This is using the what is it, Pixie Glen paper stack from Prima, and I used the 8x8 pad because this box measures whoopsies. This box measures like 7.5 by almost 3 inches. So I used the 8x8 stack. So for the cover, this is what I would have done differently. I probably would have wrapped the paper. You know, I would have used a 12x12 paper stack, and I would have, you know, just wrapped it around, you know, this portion here, rather than, you know, taking measurements, covering this side, then this side, then this side separately. Because I wasn't thinking, I left it, you know, I left a little bit of the white showing because I thought that would look cool. And then I thought, well, I could always add a little bit of trim or something there, and I tried to color it with, I didn't like the way it looked. I tried to color it with my Copics. My Copics didn't really color on here. I tried to use alcohol ink, and maybe the ink I was trying to use wasn't dark enough, so the alcohol ink didn't really take to this white. So, you know, if I had just wrapped it all the way around rather than leaving these little borders, you know what I mean, all the way around, it would have looked a lot better. So anyway, now I know for the next one. So I used the Pixie Glen stack. I went around the edges with these peach colored, oh no, the rosy pink colored halfback pearls that I received from Cassie. I used a doily here. This trim, this lace here comes Shadow. This lace here is from Suha Fuha. This bottom flower here is a Recollections flower that Lydia had sent me in my Valentine rack, and I just layered it with one of the Sweet Roses from Saw Crafters. And behind that, this little spray is part of the organza spray flowers from Cassie's Art Fire store. I had taken one apart before and just used a portion of it on a project, and this is the piece that I had left, so I thought it worked real nice as a sweet little spray behind that flower. This lace here is some of the lace that I had received from Scrap and Jenny when she shared her lace with me a while ago. And and I just kind of folded it over. I wanted it to be more of a ruffled look, you know, but and I could have gotten that look had I taken a needle and thread to this, but I didn't because I'm not good with a needle and thread. So at any rate, it looks sweet with the lace there. And the cameo with the cherubs is from your scrapbook supply when they used to carry those. And the tiny roses are, I believe they're I Am Roses. And this also is I Am Rose with just one piece of the lace there. Shadow, I'm trying to show. Just a snippet from the lace from Suha Fuha. She's going to try to sit in this like 4-inch square space right here. Not see? She's so crazy. And she'll sit with her back to me. Really sorry. And then this little petite lace, I believe I purchased this at Hobby Lobby, and this bling here is from Cassie's store, and it's really sweet. It's very narrow, and for a small piece of trim it really leaves a big accent, you know. This is the snap enclosure, and what I did was I took one of those you know, these things that I like to use. I took one of these, 2 of these actually, and I cut them in half, and because this is larger in diameter than what that circle is, so it took 2 of them, and I just made that circle, and I put a small shabby rose on the top there from Michaels. And then you unsnap it, and a piece felt worked real well right there. Was the right diameter. This trim here, I believe I purchased that at a Hobby Lobby, and also on the other side. And so it opens like this. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, ladies. This takes two hands. And it opens, and I made a mini album to go inside. So the mini album measures like I believe 2 3/4 by by almost 6. So oh, and in the inside of this box, I laid a piece of paper from the collection on the bottom of the box. And this is the mini album. Whoops. Well, sorry, it's late. Sorry. The first thing I did was, because this is that chipboard, the grayish chipboard, so I put gesso on all the pieces, and then I painted all the pieces so that I would have, you know, a color here rather than the grayish. So and then for this particular one, for the cover and for the back cover, I went over it using my Mod Podge with this wide lace that Scrap and Jenny had given me, and it was the perfect size, you know, just a little bit hanging over. So I used that for the front cover and back cover. This is a small trim rose that I believe I received from Lydia, and I put a little piece of bling trim there that I'd received on Etsy. This what do you call this? This little spray here is a piece of a spray that I had gotten at Michael's. This sentiment, it says "A Day to Remember." This is actually an epoxy, clear epoxy sentiment sticker, and I just backed it with a piece of paper from the collection, and then I put it on Pop Dots. and put it there. And I also punched a small flower with the paper from the collection and kind of layered that on top. This oval frame here is one of the frames or clay frames from the Martha Stewart molds, using the Martha Stewart kit. And I was really thrilled when I got this kit with the clay and all the beautiful molds and stuff. And her clay is really easy to use, but it doesn't really dry hard. As you can see, I was able to cut this frame, you know, to make it look like this was sort of inside the frame. I mean, I was able to take my scissors and just cut it. So I mean, it dries like really soft. I'm not sure I'm crazy about that. The little bird, of course, is from Michael's, the Dollar Spot. This is a little flower I punched from the collection, and I just put a piece of bling trim there. And I layered a couple other punched flowers here from the collection, and another piece of bling trim. So just really simple, and I bound it with, I didn't even put eyelets on it. I was really afraid of it being bulky and everything, but I just bound it with seam binding, white seam binding that I received from Susan. She's Scrap Paper Queen. And the first page, and this is difficult with shadow here, and the first page I used half of a doily and made a pocket, and I went over the bottom portion with that pretty lace. These flowers here I bought at For the Love of Art, but they also sell them at Michael's. So I just adhered them and added some bling in the center and over here. And then, of course, I put some tags, you know, from the collection. And the Prima has the die cuts in the back of their pads. That's what this is. And these are just, you know, photo mats or journaling spots that I, you know, cut from the paper. And all of these pages I adhered with Mod Podge and then went over them again with Mod Podge, so they have a glossy, harder feel to them. And then for this page, you know, all these papers you don't really want to cover up because they're so pretty. So I just put a piece of that lace here and adhered it just on each side. Let's see if Shadow will hold that for me. And to hold these little tags, and I put just one layer of a Shabby Chic Rose here so that it wouldn't be bulky, but it would hold these tags in. So this is like one of the little die cuts from the collection, and these are just basically scraps from making the mini album, but they could be used for photo mats or journaling. Let's see how long Shadow will tolerate me doing this. This next page is another, can be used for a photo mat. This flower I made, the white portion I tore off of a Wild Orchid Crafts rose because I wanted the white with the leaf there, and then I used one of those blue flowers. And then this leaf I punched out of the collection with the new punch I have. And this page, I didn't want to cover up that sentiment there. It says, "Who's yesterday's look backward with a smile." I put a small piece of that lace here, and I added the felt bird, and I just punched a, you know, flower and added a bling. As these were drying, I sprayed them with the Lindy's Stamp Gang Scintillating Silver, so they have a bit of a shimmer to them. For this one, I just added the other half of that doily here, and then I laid a piece of that white burlap that I have, that I'm running out of, and a piece of that lace here. I kind of just layered it. I thought it looked cool with a button. And then this page is This is that double lace trim from Hobby Lobby, but I cut out, you know, this bottom portion looks just like this. You know, it's like a double lace. Anyway, I cut off the bottom part. This was a scrap that was in my little scrap drawer, so I used it. The flowers, just a punch with my new punch, and underneath is one of those blue flowers, and there's a couple of tags here. And that's that page. Just really quick. I did this like, you know, really quick. This page is, I just added the lace because I thought it was perfect the way it was. And for this page, I just added a piece of that burlap, a leaf that I punched from the collection just for color to go behind, and the felt bird. And over here in the corner, I did that roll technique and I laid a tiny piece of lace there. I thought that looked really sweet. I did that over here. Nope. Nope. Well, I know I did it twice. Oh. Sorry. It's going to bug me if I don't find the other page I did that to. Isn't that funny? How about that? Okay. I could have sworn I did that to a different page as well. Sorry. Anyway, that's the little mini album and altered pencil box. I just thought, I thought it was a good idea. I just don't like the way that I did it. It would have been better if I wrapped it. And maybe if I made the mini a little bit more narrow so that this wouldn't have bulged. So I'm definitely going to try to do probably this black one. And maybe use my Graphic 45. And I'm gonna probably gonna wrap it and see if that doesn't look better. So that's my little project. And then I was at Home Goods today, and I picked up a couple of things because I've had this gift card sitting in my wallet for the longest time. So I found this. It's a self-inking stamp, and it says blah blah blah, which I think is funny. It says blah blah blah. I'll open it. I thought this would be very cool. I don't know. I thought this would be very cool for like Project Life. You know. But it looks like this. It's a self-inking stamp. You know, the kind that you just like that. So I just thought that was cool. Blah blah blah. And then I found this. This was only $2.99, and this was $1.49, and it says money spent, and it's done like a matchbook. And I thought again this would be good for Project Life or for journaling spots or ephemera for scrapbook pages. But it says how starting cash and wallet, date, spent on, amount. And actually, this would be a good thing for me to keep in my bag, right? But anyway, I thought those were cool. And I bought, Tuesday morning, I picked up some 12 by 12 Tim Holtz, the grunge paper, because it says on here that you could sew with it. So that I'm going to use this for my base for that multi-medium album that I that I would like to start. Also, I bought on clearance a couple of storage things, and I want to try to make it so that you could see them, because I think they're very, very cool. Ooh, whoops, sorry. Very, very cool. So I'm going to adjust the camera a bit. And I'm going to move the camera, so sorry. Okay. So this is two separate pieces. And I thought this would be very cool. I have a drawer system over here, and I thought this would be very cool to sit on it, to sit on that drawer system. There's a big drawer here and a big drawer here. This piece is separate, and it opens like this, and it has all these large compartments, you know, and I thought this would be really handy for me, because I have a basket over here with, you know, like the cameos and the doilies and the, you know, the this and that you don't want to throw loose in a drawer. So this has compartments, so I think this will come in handy. This piece was $5, not bad at all. And this double drawer system was $9. But like I said, I had a gift card sitting in my wallet, no kidding, for a year. So I finally remembered to use it. So that's it, ladies. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to a crop tomorrow. Christine is holding a crop, my friend Christine. And I'm looking forward to it. I still have to pack for it. And Joe's really not feeling well at all, so I hope I can make it. If he is this sick tomorrow, I might consider staying with him, because he's really not feeling well. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, ladies. I appreciate it. And say goodbye to Shadow, so shall we? Shadow, say goodbye. Exciting, right? Thank you, ladies. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.